In this video, I'd like to make the argument that Star Citizen should have a grid-based inventory like Escape from Tarkov. And the counter-argument is quite often is that it's too complicated, or that players supposedly do not want to play inventory Tetris, and it might be overwhelming for some players. I don't think that's the case. See over here, I'm just unloading the gun, magazine out, ammo here. I can just rearrange it quickly any way I want. Is that too much to handle for a player? I think not. I think the real reason they're avoiding to add that is because it's easier to code for them to just have the current inventory that they have. But they can't tell you that as to the customers. So I think I'm not sure if a developer even said that, but for them it was like some usability. Some players might not want some inventory Tetris, but I think every player wants inventory Tetris. And the evidence for that thing is that Diablo had it 20 years ago, and I haven't played the modern Diablo games. Well, I think almost every RPG game on the market now has some type of grid inventory system, and none of them went back to something that Star Citizen has. Also, one more thing is, notice the mouse cursor. It's completely smooth. Now, I'm in the stash, not in a map. However, if I would be in a map, it would be independent from the FPS. The mouse cursor will always be fluid in Escape from Tarkov because it's hardware accelerated. So now we are in Star Citizen. Let's see how it's different. So the first thing, notice the mouse cursor. I get pretty bad FPS if it's a space station near Hurston or a large planet. So I'm probably having 25 FPS right now. Notice what's happening to the mouse cursor. See how it's unresponsive? And that's because it doesn't have hardware acceleration. However, if you turn on your mobi-glass, notice, perfectly smooth. So they have to do something to make the cursor hardware accelerated in the inventory system. And they should have done that sooner. The inventory has been out for like half a year like this, and it's painful to use if you don't have good FPS. Okay, so let's say I want to equip a gun in the magazine. Okay, I'll take this gun. I have to find a magazine. There was a magazine for that gun. I'm not sure if I have one even. Okay, let's say I don't have a magazine. Let's just say I want to put this med gun on top. Okay, so let's assume I want to unequip the pistol because I want to rearrange some of the inventory. Now it gets painful. And if you're experienced with that inventory, you already might have an aversion to doing that. Like just putting your gun on the side to rearrange something quick, because this happens. Take the gun, put it here. Let's say I want to put the gun back. Now where's the gun? To scroll around again and find that stupid gun where it is. Now some might say you can just use a filter system. Go to armaments, weapons. There's your gun. Do I have to do anything like that when I'm doing it in Escape from Tarkov? I don't have to. I can just drag it over there. The gun is like on the table. You put it next to you. It's over there, and you can put it back on. And that's the problem with the inventory system. The way I think it works is when it gets opened. So now I have to actually change that stupid filter back, so it leaves me alone. And that is a lot easier to code than a grid-based system where you put something somewhere and it remains in that spot and exactly that spot. CIG was too lazy to implement the grid system, and our players are enduring the bad user experience because of it.